Welcome to DozoChem. This video covers stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is the study of the relative amounts of reactants and products in a chemical reaction. So for the problems we're about to do, if the grams are given for a particular reactant or product in the chemical equation, we're going to refer to that as the known chemical. And if the grams need to be calculated for a particular chemical, we're going to call that the unknown chemical. So stoichiometry problems, the general strategy is shown down at the bottom here. First step is to convert grams of your known chemical to moles. Then you use what's called a mole ratio, which I'll show you on the next slide, to go to moles of the unknown, and then you can switch it back to grams of the unknown. So here's an example. In the reaction, 2H2O2 goes to 2H2O plus O2. If 75 grams H2O2 react, how many grams of O2 will be produced? So they gave us the grams of H2O2, so that's going to be our known. And we're trying to calculate the grams of O2, so O2 will be our unknown. So first thing you'll do is write down the grams of your known, 75 grams H2O2, and convert it to moles using the molar mass. If you do that, grams of H2O2 cancel. Now, here's the key step in stoichiometry. It's called the mole ratio. And it basically converts between moles of known and converts to moles of unknown. So the way you're going to do this is come up here to the equation and look at the coefficients of your unknown. So for O2, it's coefficient of 1, and your known, H2O2, coefficient of 2. And you're going to copy those in this ratio. 1 mole of O2 to 2 moles of H2O2. And by doing that, you have now converted to moles of O2. Last step is to go to grams of O2 just using the molar mass. Just one thing to note, since it's O2, the molar mass is double the mass of oxygen on the periodic table. So at this point, everything's canceled out except grams of O2, so your final answer will come out in grams. In this example, the math is going to be very similar, but in this case, the known and unknown are both on the same side of the equation. They're both on the left. So our known is MgOH2. They give us the grams of that, and we're trying to find grams of HCl. So first step, as we did on the last slide, convert grams to moles for our known MgOH2. Then come up to the equation and look at the coefficients. 2 moles of HCl for every 1 mole of MgOH2. So you copy those numbers here, and that will cancel out moles of MgOH2. And last step, use the molar mass of HCl to convert back to grams of HCl. So moles of HCl cancel, and you will get grams of HCl as your final answer. All right, last example. In this case, the unknown is on the right, unknown is on the left, and the known is on the right. So 82 grams CO2. First step, convert it to moles. Get rid of the grams. Next step, mole ratio, the key step in stoichiometry. So we come up here. Our unknown is C3H7OH with a 2 in front of it and a 6 in front of our known, which is CO2. So we copy those numbers here for the mole ratio. Moles of CO2 are gone. And last step, use the molar mass to convert back to grams of C3H7OH. So that's it for this video. Good luck.